Good morning, everybody. It's Thursday. Oh man, thank God the weekend is almost here. Man, things were going great, and then yesterday just started dragging. It's like God. Anyways, Thursday. Got some good baseball and softball coming up this weekend. I think we're probably, if I have to guesstimate, a little over halfway through the season. So we got some great series coming up in both sports. We're gonna go over some things that happened this week. Tuesday. I don't know if you paid attention Tuesday. A lot of upsets in baseball on Tuesday. Before we get started, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss anything. Let's get to some news. Unfortunately, once again, we start with some sad news. Dick Vitale, man, remember he battled like God, was it four types I think of cancer in the last few years. Well, he's been recently diagnosed with melanoma in his lung and liver cavity. I think he said he's going to start immunotherapy sometime like today or tomorrow, I mean, immediately. So prayers to you, Dickie V. Man, you beat it before. You can beat it again, dude. We're praying for you, man. Well, let's see. Price Stanford putting off the NBA. He's going to return to Nebraska. Virginia Tech transfer Nicholas Dunnis, I think this is how you say his last name, commits to North Carolina. Louisville, they received commitments from former Kansas player Flory Brinda and former Oregon guard Jackson Shellstead. So they're trying to build their program back up. UNC freshman Caleb Williams, he said he's going to the NBA. Alabama wide receiver Noah Rogers will miss the early part of next season. He was injured in the spring game. Didn't really say what it was, but it looks like he's going to miss the early part of next season. He'll have all summer to rehab. Hopefully get that problem fixed up. Iowa, they have to vacate 4 wins from the 2023 season due to tampering with quarterback Cade McNamara, who had before he entered the transfer portal, and then of course he entered the transfer portal. So they have to vacate 4 wins. I say they're disappointed. You know, this whole thing about vacating wins, we know who won those games. I mean, does it really matter? I mean, hit them in the pocketbook. Hit them somewhere harder. Dude, we're going to take 4 wins off your record. Ooh, big deal. I've never understood that, what kind of punishment that is. That's just kind of, that's like, slapping somebody on the hand for robbing the bank. Don't do that again. I mean, I don't know. I never got it. Hey, St. John's guard, Dylan Darling, transfer portal. Georgia transfer, Jeremiah Wilkinson, he commits to Arkansas. So there you go. That's your news for the past few days. All right, so upsets, big ones, top 25 over the week here. Monday, baseball, 14-22 Arizona beat number 20 Arizona State, their rival, 5-3. Wildcats came, solo home run and an RBI single. Arizona's pitchers, 11 total strikeouts. Moving to softball, 11-25 Cal State Northridge beat 21-20 UC Davis, 8-6, and then again 7-1. They won that series 2-1. 10-30 Drake beat 22-16 Northern Iowa, 14-5. Lost the second game though. Bad. 18-1, so a little bit of payback there. Okay, moving on to Tuesday. I said it was like upset galore on Tuesday, so here we go. 22-14, VCU beat number 9 Virginia, 6-2. Despite committing 3 errors, they still beat Virginia. Virginia, 12 hits and only managed 2 runs out of that. In 11 innings, 18-18, Jacksonville beat number 21 Central Florida, 5-4. Jacksonville's Granberry, solo home run and an RBI single. 25-13, Wake Forest beat number 7 Coastal Carolina, 10-5. Wake Forest hit 6 home runs in that game. 26-11, Bethune Cookman. Remember they beat LSU a couple of weeks ago? Now they did it to number 20 Florida, beat them 13-7. Bethune Cookman's Martinez had a double, 2-run double, and a home run in that one. Number 25 Ole Miss beat number 22 Southern Miss 10-3. Ole Miss's Furnace, 3-run double and an RBI single. 23-14 Oklahoma State beat number 14 Oklahoma 7-3. Good week for Oklahoma State stick and ball sports. watch here coming up in a minute. Anyway, they beat Oklahoma 7-3. Cowboys, Richie and Shull, 2 home runs each. Smith Wise, 2 solo home runs. 12-23, Long Beach State beat number 12 USC 5-3. Long Beach State's Sarka, 2-run double. Anderson had 9 strikeouts. 23-11, UC Santa Barbara beat number 1 UCLA 4-0. Kelly for UC Santa Barbara, 2-run single in that game. Number 6 Oregon versus number 19 number 6 Oregon State. I'm sorry. Number 6 Oregon State versus number 19 Oregon. Postponed. I guess it's due to weather. I didn't really see what happened there. 13-22 George Washington beat 22-14 Navy 4-1. George Washington's Pettits had a home run. Get this crap here. 15-21 Fordham. They were playing 21-13 Fairleigh Dickinson. I guess they thought it was a football game because Fordham won 23-17. Baseball game. Get this. 11 total home runs between these two teams. 36 total hits between these two teams. Those guys are just going off. 17-19 Citadel beat 21-14 Charleston Southern 15-5. 10-25 North Carolina A&T beat 24-12 High Point 10-4. 16-9 New Mexico State beat 22-13 New Mexico 6-1. New Mexico State's Daniels RBI single and a solo home run. 12-17 Omaha beat 23-14 Kansas State 12-5. Omaha's Riggs hit a 3-run home run in that game. Moving over to softball, 19-26 Samford beat number 2 Alabama 3-2. Samford's Campbell 2-run double. Bond struck out 6 tied batters. 32-13 Arizona State beat number 24 Gonzaga 5-1. Arizona State Ship solo home run. Brown, she threw 16 strikeouts. Freaking amazing. 20-19 North Dakota State beat 26-13 St. Thomas 10-2. North Dakota State's Klaus 2-run double. Dean hit a 2-run single. Wednesday baseball last night 18-19 Rutgers beat 23-12 St. Joseph's 11-1 in 7 innings. 10-21 Princeton beat 20-12 Rider 10-9. They had 25 hits. And then moving over to softball, 29-15 Ohio beat number 25 Marshall 4-2. 29-16 Texas State beat number 3 Texas Tech 3-0. Number 15 Duke beat number 8 Tennessee 6-3. 23-22 Missouri beat 29-13 Kansas 4-2. 20-15 Providence beat 34-12 Boston University 4-1. 19-19 Fairfield beat 21-14 Central Connecticut 10-9. And number 19 Oklahoma State beat number 1 Oklahoma 6-4 despite committing 2 errors. One thing that's been kind of crazy these last few weeks is these midweek games. A lot of teams are being upset. A lot of teams that have no business losing are losing. And it's crazy. Now, they are high up in the rankings, so that loss probably is not going to hurt them that much. But still, they've taken the day off. They resting players. What's going on? Because there's been a lot of midweek upsets in both baseball and softball this year. All right, so upcoming, some of these series start tonight. Some don't start till tomorrow. There's actually a couple that start Saturday. They go Saturday, Sunday, Monday. But anyway, here's your lineup for this week. Baseball. This weekend series, number 1 UCLA plays Minnesota. Probably shouldn't have too much of a problem in Minnesota. Here's a good one. Number 2 Georgia Tech versus number 3 North Carolina. That's going to be a good series. And then Georgia Tech has to play Georgia next Tuesday. So they got this big series with the Tar Heels this weekend. Then they go and play Georgia. I think they played them this week. They played them this week already too. I forget. Number 4 Texas. After being beat by A&M, those 2 games. I was hoping there was going to be a third game, but the weather screwed that up. They play number 11 Alabama, who was swept by Arkansas. So you got 2 pissed off teams going at it this weekend. That's going to be pretty good. Number 5 Georgia taking on number 16 Arkansas. Georgia lost that series to Florida last week. Arkansas is on a high, swept Bama. I think it was in Tuscaloosa, if I remember right. That could be a pretty damn good one there. Number 6, Oregon State versus Cal State Fullerton. For Cal State Fullerton, I was like, That's right. Okay, I thought I was looking at a different line. Number 7, Coastal Carolina versus Georgia State. Number 8, Florida State versus Notre Dame. Number 9, Virginia versus Clemson. Pretty good ACC battle there. Clemson's not a bad program. Number 10, A&M versus LSU, who LSU, after winning the national championship last year, is just falling apart this year. Got swept by Ole Miss last. Lost to Bethune Cookman, we just talked about a couple weeks ago. Now they've fallen out of the rankings. They are just falling and falling. The thing they got going for them, though, is they are playing at Alex Box there in Baton Rouge. And that is a pretty tough place to play. So hopefully A&M can win the series, but you never know. Alex Box, it's like Tiger Stadium. That's a tough place. Number 12, USC, who lost, was it last night, the night before? Playing Nebraska, who's not a bad baseball team. Number 13, Auburn, going to number 20, Florida. Number 14, Oklahoma versus Missouri. Number 15, West Virginia versus Houston. Number 17, Mississippi State versus South Carolina. Number 18, Kansas versus Oklahoma State. Number 19, Oregon versus Illinois. Number 21, Central Florida versus Cincinnati. Number 22, Southern Miss versus Texas State. Number 23, Arizona State plays BYU. Number 24, Boston College plays Duke. And number 25, Ole Miss plays Tennessee. Moving on to softball series this weekend. Number 1, Oklahoma playing number 6, Arkansas. That would be a pretty good one there. Number 2, Alabama versus Kentucky. Another good one. Number 3, Texas playing number 10, Georgia. Number 7, Florida versus Auburn. Number 5, Nebraska versus Minnesota. Poor Minnesota. They're sticking ball sports. They're just going to get beat on this weekend. Number 6, Tennessee. Said they're off this weekend. I meant to go double check that because I can't say I've ever seen or heard. Maybe it's just happened and I've forgotten about it. But a major ranked program getting the weekend off in softball or baseball. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I misread it. Maybe it wasn't printed at the time. I don't know. But there may be something you want to check on if you're interested in number 6, Tennessee. Another good one out west. Number 17, Oregon versus number 20, Washington. Good old Pac-8, Pac-10, Pac-12 foes. Number 23, Virginia plays Clemson. Number 25, Marshall versus South Alabama. Number 9, UCLA versus Cal. Another good old Pac-10-12 rivalry. Number 11, Florida State plays North Carolina. Number 15, Duke plays Boston College. Good rank up one here in the latter top 25. Number 16, Arizona plays number 19, Oklahoma State. Another good one, number 14, Mississippi State plays number 13, Texas A&M. Number 22, Stanford, they play NC State. Number 21, Central Florida plays Kansas. Number 18, LSU versus Ole Miss. Number 24, Grand Canyon versus San Diego State. And then number 10, Virginia Tech plays Georgia Tech. So there you go. That is your little week roundup and your weekend preview. We'll be back Monday or Tuesday to sum up or review everything that happens from tonight until Sunday. Thursday weekend is almost here. Thank God. I can't get here soon enough for me. I don't know about you guys. Anyway, stay safe. Enjoy your weekend. Have fun. Hope you have great weather. It's going to be another crappy weather weekend here in Southeast Texas for the second week in a row, ruining all the things you want to do. Anyway, hope it's great where you are. Stay safe. We'll see you next week.